Well, I'm back with a very different day two recap than yesterday. So first off, no, this is not the Kimpton. Today I took a detour and made the 2.5 hour drive back to Pittsburgh, where I'm from, proudly, to visit my parents and do a quick check-in, say hello. I got to make a pit stop, pun intended, at Eaton Park, if you know, you know, and picked up some smiley cookies, pirate themed, of course. So got my fix for that. But speaking of, since this is all about collecting, since I'm here, it's my mother's Snow Baby collection. Pretty impressive. That's just tip of the iceberg. There are more in the attic with boxes included. Don't be jealous. All those will be coming to me. That legacy will continue on. The scrapbooking Snow Babies are my personal fave. So yes, today, as I mentioned, was a very different day. And I think what I've learned is that everyone's purpose or show strategy is very different, as I learned going with my brother and cousin today. It was a family affair. I have notes here because I have a ton of stuff that I want to make sure I remember. First, let me go over a couple things from yesterday, some follow-up items. So I mentioned in the VIP bag, card hobby, I didn't know what this pack was. It is actually Japanese Pokemon cards, which were very cool. So thanks Card Hobby for those. It's a fun one. So that's what was in the pack yesterday. Also, this arena coupon for a slab pack. So I went to the booth, didn't know what this was, shocking report. And they were very informative, very nice, told me to set up an account, go in the app, again, given all my information, and they gave me a little code, which is hidden here, you can't use my code. It would say it was like $100,000, and then you would put the code in for the exclusive national pack, and then it would go to $0. So I did that, and then you get, I didn't know what a slab pack was. So it's a virtual, for those of you that may not know, it's a virtual graded card that you rip it open virtually, and you get to find out what it is, and you can either sell or trade, I believe, like right from your virtual wallet, or you can choose to keep the card, and then I believe they send it in card in hand, the physical card to you. So mine, nothing super great, but super great for me and my son, because it was a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander from the Thunder, who's his super favorite player. We went to NBA All-Star Weekend, and he got his Shea jersey signed and got his photo Shea, and he even showed up on Shea's story, and it was a very exciting time in our household. So we're gonna keep that. It was a Panini mosaic, so very cool. Thanks to Arena Club, and that was a fun experience. So that is follow-up from my bag yesterday for the VIP bag. So today I went with my brother and cousin. I brought reinforcements and really just followed them around and took a look at what they do. So my brother is very big into collecting. Follow him on Instagram, Tooch2Danooch, and you'll see all the cards that he collects and sells, and he's got an eBay store and all of that. And my cousin does a lot of breaks and was searching for some things in their PC. It's the new lingo I learned today, their personal collection. So my brother was looking for some 90s and 2000s cards. He likes to complete sets. And my cousin was looking specifically for some Steelers, Freiermuth, and Joey Porter Jr. cards. And then he was looking to sell a couple. So it was just very enlightening to follow them around. And follow I did. My brother went up and down every aisle searching for these Holy Grail cards. So that was very interesting. Speaking of, my brother has helped me. We got our first graded card back. This is very exciting for me. So we pulled a Scoot Henderson numbered 13 of 15 hollow red and blue laser earlier this year, rookie card, and so I wanted to see if it would grade. It did not gem. I'm learning, okay? But it was a 9, and my brother gave me that back today, so this is very exciting to add to our collection. But speaking of graded cards, oh, this is where the hate comes. Okay, so I went back. I told you yesterday I got the, yesterday CGC was giving away cards, which apparently was not the way that was supposed to work, but thanks again, CGC. So we got, I traded to the kid in front of me, if you remember, for this, since my son is a Chargers fan. Don't ask me where he comes up with the teams he likes. Chargers, Thunder, we don't live anywhere near these places. But anyways, so we got that yesterday. So I went back in the VIP and the CGC booth and asked if they were giving away cards today. And the lady there was very nice, mentioned that was not how that should work yesterday, but wanted to see what she had. I passed on the Zach Wheeler Philly card for, this is my first gem, 10 graded card. Remember, me going to shows, everyone has their own reason for going. Mine is about nostalgia. So of course I had to go for the 10 graded garbage pail kid card. This is a 2020 Topps Chrome Series 3 Hurt Kurt, and I'm very proud of it. So hate all you want. So those are my graded cards. I did purchase my first cards for far more than I should have. My brother, he went off. He was supposed to be, again, my reinforcements, right? But yeah, first I found a gentleman that I work with, just assisting, doing personal care in home, is a Phillies fan, no accounting for taste, and his favorite pitcher he mentioned was Steve Carlton, lefty, and I came across an auto. So I thought I would be nice, and that'd be pretty cool for him to get, so I will bring that back and yeah, try to get into his good graces. Always good to schmooze the boss if you can. So we'll see. I was excited to bring that back, but I saw these Monopoly cards. My son loves Monopoly. Always good to get some Wembies. So I wanted the Wemby Monopoly. And I saw one and I went off and I bought it. And I told my brother, I have one too now. And he asked how much I paid for it. And I said, what should I pay for it? And he said, no more than $10. And I doubled it. And that's what I paid. But here's the thing. I know how these kind of events should work. And I should be, you know, can you go any lower? What's the best you can do? My anxiety, there's a price on that. And all of my purchasing efforts in my life leading up to this have said there is a price tag, and that is what I will pay. I don't like conflict. I don't like, I am not that person. So I probably should be telling everyone at this show that may be seeing this, and by everyone I mean like 7 people. I am a seller's dream. Just, yep, here, take my money, please. So I did not haggle or try to any of it. Look around for best deals, because also all of the tips that I've watched leading up to this event have said, if you see something you like, get it, because it'll be gone. But that's probably the people selling that are saying that, so the people will buy. Anyways, I digress. What amazed me the most was that right next to me, 2 children, and I mean adolescents, children, maybe between 10 and 12, I feel like can't get into a PG-13 movie by themselves, rolled up with their cases to booths and were like, you want to buy these? Here's what I got. What do you got on this? I was impressed. I was astonished at just the gumption, the boldness, the assertiveness. I assume they're just mirroring what they're seeing. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but I admired it and was astonished that I couldn't say, would you take 15? Would you? No? Worst they could say is no. So that will be my goal, my assertiveness goal for the rest of the show, is to haggle. That'll be a personal goal. I mean, these kids were straight out of Boiler Room. It was impressive. Good job, children. What else? Okay, so food lines were crazy. Anyone going to the show, just so you know, I think they ran out of food at the paid place down in the VIP lounge. I was on the hunt for a soft pretzel for my brother. That's what he had a craving for. So I go down to the VIP area to see if they have soft pretzels down there. Also, no soft pretzels. If that's what you're looking for at the show, you're not going to get it. So, but I had missed the memo on this. I should have checked the Ludex website, but it was like 1:45 and there's a sign. Brian Urlacher was down there, gonna do a meet and greet 2 p.m. So that's cool. I didn't stay for that, but that was pretty awesome. So here's a tip: if you are VIP, check the Ludex website for additional VIP meet and greets and things like that, separate from the initial signers, because it wasn't anywhere in the VIP info on the NSCC website. So while my brother and cousin were going through there, I diverged from that and went off and did my own thing, which is I am just there for the nostalgia and for the event. I want to participate in all the things. When we go NBA All-Star games, I've gone to Winter Classics, I've been to the Blackhawks convention, CES. I want to be part of all the things, and I want to interact and do the stuff. So I saw on Insta stories, VFriends. I always end up in the VFriends. I think this may be my new thing. Speaking of, as a follow-up, where are my VFriends? Oh, here's what I got in my mystery packs that I showed you yesterday. The Gracious Grizzly Bear. I can't be mad. I know what I was getting into, right? This one I love. Jellyfish I love, and they are my spirit animals, so I will keep this one. This one I may give to a kid. If you're a kid, or if you want to start collecting VFriends, I may give this away. But I'm keeping the jellyfish. Those are my thing. So I was pretty happy when I think I am a joyous jellyfish. But Gary V, if you are a Gary Vaynerchuk fan, he's been in that booth and doing breaks, and that was cool to see. So I went over there for the raffle for the 4 p.m. break. They give you raffle tickets, and then they just raffle off the cards on Instagram, and then every other one for the raffle tickets. I did not win any. By the way, these mystery, okay, you can laugh all you want at me buying my mystery packs, but a guy did pull the Jordan rookie, I believe earlier today. It may have been yesterday, but I think it was earlier today. But he did pull that for the mystery pack. It could have been me, but instead, I am the proud owner of a joyous jellyfish. So yeah, they're also over there. They have a signed Wemby jersey, and you can register for that and then join their live on Monday. And if you're present, they're gonna raffle that off too. So a lot of stuff going on over at VFriends. But that was cool. I went over for the raffle, 4 p.m. break. Today was all about breaks for me. I hadn't ever seen one before, so I watched that one, and then I went to the Whatnot stage in the back. So I now have a Whatnot account, of course I do, and watched a very exciting but just mind-boggling break. It was a 2003 Topps Chrome box, still in the wrapper that Joe Hollywood opened and was, breaking on Whatnot. And I mean, every pack went for like $1,000 a piece, which was for like 5 cards. I mean, I play the lottery, I gamble, I get it, but like, ugh. And then some of these buyers were just very charitable, and they would buy in for the pack and then just give it away, and they would just do a raffle in the chat. So yeah, that was very interesting to watch, to see. The energy was great. It was very cool over at the Whatnot stage. So I really liked to close the show with that. That was extremely educational. I get it. It would be very dangerous for me. So I probably should delete the Whatnot app, but I'm sure I'll be watching a few more, just not bidding. Leaving, for that, in case you were interested, they did not pull LeBron, but the big pull from that one was a Chris Bosh refractor. So that's pretty fun. Leaving was not terrible as far as getting out from parking. We did park far away. My brother picked me up at the hotel and we used my VIP parking pass, but we parked on the west entrance because of how the GPS routed us. It was like driving through a park. It was very scenic, but and then so we had to walk like all the way around the building. So if you have the VIP parking pass, park in the east. It's much easier. But if you want to get your steps in even more and go for a walk, then park in the west. They let us in with the pass, so that was an option. But leaving, okay, again, the more you know, the more I'm learning. The line, so this was the first trade night. Yesterday there wasn't really a big trade night officially. After the show closes at 6, down in the VIP downstairs area becomes trade night. The line was insane as we were leaving, for people waiting to get in, wrapped around the building. I think the trade night was like the bigger lines than the show. So clearly that's a thing, and I'm not ready for that. It was too much. I have already been overwhelmed these 2 days, but in a good way. I think that would cause overwhelming and I'm not gonna come back the next day kind of experience, and I don't want that. So what do I have? This is very long, and I told you I had a lot to get through. So I really want to eat my cookies. So let me finish up. Tomorrow, I'm gonna take my time heading back. Probably, I've had a lot of the show the past 2 days. There are things that I want to do for sure. So my priorities for tomorrow, I did come off the wait list and I'm confirmed for the screening of the Diamond King documentary. So I'm excited for that. If you don't know that, it's about Dick Perez. He's been the official artist for Baseball Hall of Fame for more than 20 years. If you collected cards in the 80s and 90s like me, then you are very familiar with the Donruss Diamond King cards. I've got quite a few of those, and just the artwork on them is fantastic. It's narrated by John Ortiz. If you are an Oscar buff like me, then you probably saw American Fiction. He was phenomenal in that. So very excited for that screening. It's followed by a Q&A and autograph session. So that's tomorrow evening. I'm gonna head over for that. Hopefully I get back to the show in time. I'd like to get back in time for the Upper Deck daily drawing. That's at 2, and starting tomorrow from noon to 5, the entertainment pavilion portion from in the autograph arena is the cast of Cool Runnings. So I'm hoping to cross all of those things off of my NSCC bucket list checklist for tomorrow. So stay tuned for a recap and hopefully a photo of me with the cast of Cool Runnings. That's all I got. Stay tuned for more tomorrow.